buddy? Fucking idiots. I don't know what it is. What the problem is that people don't know how to bring things to an end in that sense, especially when it comes to this. Oh, it's just such a mystery. There's no fucking mystery. These people are lying. When you know that they're lying, you can treat it in your mind. Oh, should be a more accurate way if you don't let too many kooks in and consider all of the information they get up in your DMs about. She was holding his coat for him and put it on in court. What? Oh, now you're bringing me some juicy information. Oh, yeah. You're telling me Logan put Danny's coat on? Probably to get her scent all. Well, we're getting into mating season. Probably to rub her scent all over it. Oh, yeah. Man, he doesn't even have a washer. Oh, I really like your laundry detergent. Oh, shit. Logan and Danny had many lonely nights. Thinking about one another in their beds. Well, Danny, he's up all night. He's crossed that threshold long ago. Nerdy girl, what's up? Logan. Oh, shit. Okay. Well, what's he saying? Fucking trying to sell me a Kia for whatever reason.
Just how trashy the people involved actually are. That's something that I suspected from day one. And I gotten a little bit too used to this case where I really, it became harder to believe what I actually looked at. Who are those people? Where do they?
Yeah, man. Hard to believe. Fucking right.
Find them? Are they real? Well, they are real. Believe it or not. I mean, it's absolutely mind-blowing. Mind-blowing how normalized certain behavior is in certain parts of the world. Where, yeah, it's absolutely mind-blowing. And yes, this is Cindy's car, one of her two cars.
Yeah, he said it's Cindy's car.
And
who was in my chat? He said in that Cindy's car, not Malaya's.
There are other things than Malaya. What about the 3 items that were found in your laundry room? You know.
Yeah. So, what about those 3 items that were found in your laundry room? Malaya's laundry room or Cindy's laundry room? And that information, Mike, where did you get it from? Did you get it from this Anita Johnson? Because if you did, it's probably sourced right back to Derwood, Janie, and Daniel. Their little crew of cocksuckers. Those bastards. Those dirty rats. The ones that love to end up in your inbox. Not just yours, everybody's inbox. At one time or another.
Know what I'm talking about. What about let me see.
Yeah, you think that Mike was you said Mike was asleep? Mike sounds half asleep. So if he said MBM card, could be why. Oh yeah, he's making mistakes. Tired. Oh, I almost considered it.
My notes here.
So Mike's got notes. So those 3 articles, you got to question that one, Mike. I'm glad he didn't share that.
And by the way, Wade no longer lives over there. Wade is living with his sister now.
Is that true? How could we verify that? Almost have to ask Wade's daughter. I have to do some follow up with Wade's daughter. That's where I was thinking he was getting information from, was Wade's daughter. I just took advantage that it was just one, or took for granted that it was just one person.
And Wade found something.
What did Wade find?
That Malaya,
Fuck, him and Malaya, how long were they together? I wonder. Just all of a sudden they split up after Tint's revealing inside information. What did you think that he really gave up there? It's probably a little bit more detailed than she would have liked. I don't think that it was any reason to break up over, but you never know. It probably had a major impact, considering how Malaya is clammed up. Like, no matter what, you don't have to talk. You can represent yourself in a normal fashion. It doesn't seem like the attitude of Malaya after May the 3rd aligns with a parent who was desperate for the RCMP's help on May the 2nd, enough to the point, out of instinct, to call them and report her kids missing and lie to them on dispatch. You understand what I'm saying? It doesn't align with the need to call the RCMP. Something else happened. Daniel was overcompensating. He was trying and doing too much for his behavior in the moment to align with the kids walking away, because of course he's out there searching nonstop like a madman.
Oh, Mom, did you see this? Yeah, you left it in the laundry. 3 items. Ring a bell, Malaya? Well, I tell you what, this is not gonna go away. Including the act. And supposedly Daniel was filming a lot of things, meaning including the act that he is now being accused of in court.
So I guess we're going to have to bring this one up into question. There's Mike's link below. You're telling, or somebody's telling Mike DeMann that Daniel filmed the SA. Daniel allegedly, filmed the SA. Who's telling him that? Who's telling him that? And how do they know? So, is this Anita Johnson telling you this shit?
And supposedly Daniel was filming a lot of things, meaning including the act that he is now being accused of in court. And evidence, well, it doesn't mean that Malaya necessarily wants to go.
So here's the thing. That sounds like a publication ban type thing to me. Do you know what I mean? That's the type of thing, Mike, that they're talking about when they say there's a publication ban. That would be information that's shared in the courthouse, and I'm not sure how they would know that at this point in time in the preliminary. Okay, nobody's been put in a position. They haven't read the charges out. They haven't laid anything out. Okay, so there's really not a whole lot to share. But when there's a publication ban. And that would be the type of thing. So I guess that's a shot. So that's your practice shot. So it seems like maybe that's what Ninchi was talking about. Maybe that's what she was referring to. Excuse me, stretching. When she was referring to trying to set certain creators up in order to make them look bad by planting and giving them and getting them into believing things that, they picked up through their conversations and things, or even gaslighting to the point where you could get them into a possible charge later on. You have to be fucking stupid, but it doesn't mean that they won't try. Do you know what I mean? Maybe that's what she was referring to. I can't verify that, obviously, because I wasn't in the courtroom. I wasn't in there, but I know enough to know that. Anita says MBM has to know. I can't understand how she really is okay with where Jack and Lily are. Well, she's hoping that they're warm. I wonder if Malaya still hopes that Jack and Lily are warm. What a thing to say. What an odd, peculiar thing to say in front of a camera. So distant. What did I just say? Distancing. MBM has to know. I can't understand how she's really okay with where Jack and Lily are. Well, yeah. I would think that she has to know as well. Unless you're not going to sell me on that she doesn't know. She wasn't rattled. She wasn't straightforward and honest. She has been pushing that the kids are out without ever going out herself. None of it makes any fucking sense. And why would you get in front of the camera and relay a clearly untrue series of statements like you did? As though, well, you prioritize yourself in the statements over your kids. You're not the type of person. You're not the type of person to do, to not be out there when the kids aren't out there. It's a performance. That's because the kids weren't out there, honey. If you don't know what happened, how is it that you're describing it in any way that you are? 1 minute the kids were here, the next they're not? Just a clapping seal says, I think she knows, but whether she cares or not is questionable. That's a sad reality in that sense. Hey, Justin. That's evident. The lack of caring, don't ever feel like there's people out there that want to put all of the people asking questions about Malaya to shame. In that sense, everybody has every right to be outraged at her and her behavior throughout all of this. Your desire for privacy, you dumbass, went out the window when you called the RCMP. When you called 911, you got all of us. Oh, fuck, nothing to see here, everybody. Yeah, what's going on in Cleveland? 2 little girls. Oh my God, I'll have to go check it out. Jack and Lily were warm, now loved in heaven. Finally happy to go lucky, not just go lucky kids. Well, I guess that's one way to look at it. Yeah, it's astonishing to me, Anita, that here's a situation where their mother, Jack and Lily's mother, has chosen to be silent in the face of such lies and deceit If she was being gaslit, you think that she'd be a bit more critical with the information that she was given, wouldn't you? But no. Nothing struck her odd in the last 10 months. So I don't buy the claim when I sit back and think about it that maybe Daniel is putting her on, or maybe Daniel is keeping her in the dark or gaslighting her in a certain way. Unfortunately, it's a nice thought, but no. Yeah, what mother doesn't say a word when her 2 children are missing? Well, technically she said more than one word, Annette. Then she bailed. Uh-huh. I don't even, like, I can't even give her the benefit of the doubt and say that Malaya is traumatized. I'm not saying that she's not, but that trauma is directing her behavior here. That's so fucking ridiculous. She's in 100% control, including getting back at the perpetrators for this, should any of that be true. You know, it's a strong indicator that she's complicit in it and that she's engaged in some sort of activity that's going to hold her responsible in this sense. And the fear of that is what's keeping her silent. There's never any need for silence in these situations. The opposite. Do you hear that, Cindy and Malaya? When your children are missing and supposedly you're a victim of the most heinous thing possible on earth, there's no reason for you to be silent at any point in time. You don't need to have a desire to gatekeep little trinkets of information to get yourself out of scenarios under the guise of wanting to protect the integrity of somebody else's investigation. One, you're not part of the investigation. You're the subject of the investigation, Daniel. None of your fucking stories would indicate anything other than you guys being culpable in all of this. So content creators don't need to go back, and even people get off kilter and get manipulated and engaged with people who are actively trying to deceive them again, like we saw today with this Anita Johnson, or the getting to Mike. It includes in the background as well. There's always exceptions, but you've got to clear the exception and be 100% sure of your source. You can't tell me that you're 100% confident in the source at any point in time with these people, especially when you're filtering and asking for people. You have to expect to be manipulated, expect people to reach out and get you to act on their behalf by proxy. That's really the prime motive of any troll in a live chat. I used to do a lot of it myself. But I was the good kind of troll. I'm the white troll. If the kid's mother can't speak up and her family speaks volumes, Lori Green, if the kid's mother can't speak up and her family speaks volumes, in my opinion. I'm not sure if I know what you're saying. It speaks volumes if the mother can't speak up, it does. The family has said more than Malaya has. Anita, how can people do these awful, horrible things to beautiful, innocent children? It's sad that it seems that, I don't know what it is. There's so many families out there. I guess a combination of lots of things. Well, I think, Anita, that it has mostly to do with the socioeconomic factors in all of this primarily. It's what got them into it. Substance abuse, along with their many other addictions. They probably found one another and started living out this fantasy life. You know, neither of them are motivated. These two didn't meet each other in school. They didn't meet at college. They didn't meet after class. But you mix poverty in with that, not being motivated, not caring. The only real interest that Daniel has in having a chick is just probably for sexual reasons. He's not looking for a healthy relationship in that sense. He's looking for other things to satisfy and, satisfy that itch. I would have to say no, Fred. Why? Oh, you're talking about the people talking about if Daniel's using that chain to signal Malaya over how confident he is about maintaining the same narrative. I think that's probably looking into things a little much. If it does, it doesn't. But I would say in that case, it's just another way of Daniel. If Daniel's sending signals to Malaya about anything, it's an extension